Morning, everyone. This is Malu Gonzalez in the system office. I see that we have a quorum. So with that, I'll turn the call over to Regent Austin, who will be chairing this meeting.
Yeah, thank you, Millie. Regent Scott's taking his role here for a bit. So good morning and welcome to the Telephonic Planning and Construction Committee meeting for Tuesday, July 30th, 2024. The time is 11 a.m. Notice of the meeting was provided to the Secretary of State as required by the Texas Government Code. Before we take a roll call, I'd like to remind everyone to please mute their phones unless you need to speak. Malu, let's begin the roll call.
Thank you, Regent Austin, and I see you're present. Regent Flores,
Present.
Regent Faskey.
Present.
Thank you. Do we have any other regents on the call?
Alan Tinsley.
Thank you, Chairman Tinsley. Moving to our system staff, Chancellor McCall.
Here.
Daniel Harper.
Here.
Sean Cunningham.
Here.
John Hayek.
Here.
Derek Alexander.
Here.
Mike Winmute.
Here.
Nelly Herrera.
Here.
Peter Mass.
Here.
Carol Fox.
Here.
Ramona Strickland. Nisa Barger.
Here.
Ashley Spicer Reynolds.
Here.
Do we have any other system staff on the call? Okay, thank you. Moving to our institutions and starting with Lamar University.
At Lamar University, it's Jaime Taylor, Mark Robinson, and Catherine Miller. Thank you.
Thank you. Sam Houston.
Elisa White.
And Amanda Withers.
Thank you. Saul Ross.
Carlos Hernandez.
And Bonnie Albright.
Thank you. Thank you. Texas State.
Kelly Danfus.
Ricalgo.
Thank you. LIT.
Sid Valentine and Leanna Odom.
Lamar State College Orange.
Wendy Elmore and Tom Johnson.
Thank you. And Lamar State College Port Arthur.
Joanna Shepard.
Thank you. And did I miss anyone? Thank you. That concludes roll call. I'll go ahead and turn it to Chair Austin.
Thank you. Daniel and I had the opportunity to review this agenda prior to this meeting. At this time, I'll turn the meeting over to Daniel, who will present the Planning and Construction Committee agenda items. Daniel?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Regent Austin. We have 3 agenda items today for the committee's consideration. The first is at Sam Houston State University, design development documents for the Bowers Stadium press box replacement and stadium improvements. It's a $60 million project that's going to be funded entirely through debt and be repaid through athletic revenues. It's a 5-story structure. It's around 50,000 gross square feet, plus an additional 18,000 gross square feet of a covered exterior space. The project timeline is 2 years, and it should be completed by August of 2026. And I'll turn it over to Sam Houston to provide some additional comments.
Amanda Withers, our CFO, will make this presentation.
Thank you, Dr. White. The Bowers Stadium Press Box Replacement and Improvement Plan is part of the 23 to 33 Campus Master Plan and the 24 to 29 Capital Improvement Plan. The project will replace our current press box at Sam Houston at our Bowers Stadium. It will be 5 levels, as Daniel's mentioned. It will feature updated amenities such as luxury suites, outdoor patios, club areas, enhanced concessions, and restrooms. The project was designed by Page Sutherland Page Incorporated and will be managed by Hoare Construction LLC. This project aims to both meet the Conference USA standards as well as support SHSU's athletic program. We're excited about this development, as a strong athletic program is vital to the university and the community that we are in. It fosters school spirit and provides significant recruitment and engagement opportunities. The project will be funded by $60 million as in RFS bonds, and we look forward to hosting you in this facility. I welcome any questions that you may have.
Thank you, Amanda. Mr. Chairman, if there's no questions, does the committee wish to move this item to the full board? Regent Austin, I don't know if we lost you or not.
Sorry, guys, I had it on mute. My fault. After each agenda item. Okay, so is there any objection to moving this item to the full board? With no objection, we will move this item to the full board. I'll get on pace here, Daniel, sorry.
Oh, no, it's all good. All right, so the next item we have is at Texas State. It's design development documents for Esperanza Hall, which is a new academic building on their Round Rock campus. This is a $52 million project that will be debt financed, but will be reimbursed by the state fully. It's 83,000 square feet, 3-story building. The top 2 floors are being shelved temporarily, and this will be for flexible classroom space at Texas State as they expand enrollment in Round Rock. And again, it's a 2-year project, and they're expecting substantial completion for the fall of 2026. And I'll turn it over to Texas State to provide some additional comments.
Thank you, Daniel. This is Kelly Dampus here. I will remind folks that were on the board before and let other folks know as well. This is a project that was slated to begin in fall of 2022. The first semester I arrived here. After consultation with the chancellor, we decided to push off construction on this until we developed a really strong enrollment plan for Round Rock campus. And so we better understood what our needs were there. We now have a vice president for the Round Rock campus. Enrollment is really strong there. We have a 14% increase in enrollment this coming fall, and by 2026, we'll have significant needs for space. So this will really help us with our space needs in Round Rock campus to align with our goal of getting 10,000 students up in Round Rock. This building will face the nursing building, will mirror it in location and also in look on our campus. As Daniel said, we'll have the first floor designed out now, and we'll spend the next year or so designing the second and third floor so that we can have those things aligned specifically what our needs are there. And so we're looking forward to getting this building underway pending Regent approval.
Thank you, Dr. Dampus. So Chairman Austin, it's time for questions from the committee, and if not, we can move for a vote to send it to the full board.
Regent Austin, you might be muted.
Yeah, I am. Is there any objection to moving this item to the full board? Without objection, we'll move this item to the full board.
All right, thank you, sir. The last item is an informational item, so no vote is required. It's the quarterly planning and construction report. We are now pushing 1.6 billion in active construction projects. A little bit more than a third is in the planning phase. A little bit more than a third is in the construction phase, and the remaining amount is in design. This far exceeds our last peak, which was somewhere just south of $1 billion, and that was, probably 9 years ago. So a lot of activity going on, and then following the summary of the report is a by project detail for any project over $1 million that's going on, and we have copied Carol's green, yellow, red indicators to show if the projects are on time and on budget and on scope. So, and that concludes the layout for the informational item.
Hey, Daniel, how do we, from the system office, do we have, or like, how does that, do they report in to you, or how does that work at the school level?
Yeah, so we have
institution level.
Yeah, so we have a kind of a shared governance. So Peter Moss works. He's on the team here, and he handles a lot of the contracting and any kind of dispute resolution. Then we have hired a third-party firm who does the kind of the weekly or the monthly check-in with the project managers at the institution. Sam Houston, Texas State, and Lamar, then they have their own construction team, so they have their own project managers that they hire. And then Sol Ross and the state colleges And to some extent, Lamar will also supplement. They hire a third-party project managers off of system contracts. So we, and then, obviously we have this quarterly report that comes in. Then we have certain change orders and certain processes that require system approval. And so the project manager and Peter Moss will review those.
Okay. Might be good just to kind of go over that with the board with the amount of construction you have on deck.
Yes, sir.
As a aside.
Will do.
I've seen a bunch of them go off the rails here. So anyways, we just probably need to make sure.
Yes, sir. Will
In
do.
good shape. Okay, thank you. Okay,
And,
thanks everyone. Is that it, Daniel?
Yes, sir. That's it.
Okay. Thanks everyone for calling in. Unless there is further discussion, this concludes our telephonic meeting today. For the record, the time is 11:11 a.m. I look forward to seeing you next week in Austin. Thanks everyone. Appreciate it.
Thank you
Thank
all.
y'all.
Thank
Thank
you.
Thank you.
Why is it so early this